Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. One key thing to watch today will be the battle in the trenches. The Niners have the best rush defense in the league, and they're going up against the Rams, who will try to avoid becoming one-dimensional. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. Now Goff on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
Looking for Brett, intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 30. Ohio. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Back to throw now on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
And here's a look at the starting offense. Throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A very solid gain of 27. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
On first down, it's gone. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And we introduce you to these starters now, and Tavon Austin, a man who really doesn't need any introduction anymore in this league.
He did it all when he's at the University of West Virginia. Played wide receiver, slot, returned kicks, even lined up at tailback and ran for over 300 yards. All of those talents will be on display in this game.
Over the middle, he hits Austin. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating first downs and moving the ball downfield.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
First touch of the game here for Benny Cunningham. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Benny Cunningham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They come up in an offset eye.
Let go.
And they'll go on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd down.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler in high school. He didn't lose very often.
3-time heavyweight state champ in South Carolina. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Looking to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Let's go! Brand 38! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Hurry up, here we go!
On 1st and 10, Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
From the red zone now, Goff. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Their big tight end, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. LaMarcus Joyner in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
I do know from experience that when you slow down.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Ohio! 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 Let's go! White, not it! White, not it!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now Austin. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They run with Cunningham. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. Here's Cunningham. And he stopped immediately there. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I can't help it. I'm just sitting back in admiration right now. This defense tells everyone that plays against them, you're not beating us running the football. That's who we are. That's what we're about. It's not going to happen. If you're going to beat us, you better pick another way.
The throw on second down is gone. And he's got his man on the out route. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Jared Goff with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Escape. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers made some inroads here on that deficit. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense,
the ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that. And the ball is knocked out. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Now Goff, and he will find his man on the outside. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. And they're going to speed things up here. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Goff now looks to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a third down. And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
No, check, Patriot!
Throwing on third, Goff. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Taken in at the 22. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They come up in an offset eye. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll cut it out to the sideline. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Here we go!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And a spin look.
Now, I can't imagine any celebrations being any bigger than your first NFL touchdown. And this rookie running back is still seeking his. He's not going to get it on that play.
Here we go! Check it back, let's round!
They'll set up a throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Their dangerous wide receiver. His second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are back within a score. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Second down following the run.
Here we go now!
A final shot before break here. Goff. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. They go with Cunningham. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. So we've come. And Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Flex round. Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
Watch twin.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex. Let's go. Flex 38.
On play action, they'll throw. Finding time. They'll roll him out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Here we go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got time in the pocket. He sets to, and it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Their big-bodied receiver. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They come up in an offset eye. Cunningham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the pickup, and the Rams are going to get a first down.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive linemen won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people. That's exactly what happened on that play. The offensive line moved the defensive front, created space, and the end result, a fantastic run.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now a play fake here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And that's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin, and it's 3rd and short. Third and 2, Goff. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They come out here in the eye. Goff and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. And now it's blocked, but he will not be able to bring this one back, in the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt. And the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2 points.
they can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Mark Barron in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Austin. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
He has Britt over the middle. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
And now a first down following that long gain. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Goff now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter. An extra defensive back in the game here on 3rd and goal. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. That one intended for Benny Cunningham. And it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And he's brought down after a good game. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, you're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And this is incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Hard throw. Incomplete. He was looking for Ty Montgomery that time. And that'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He's going to field this at the 4. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw, and that is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. It'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Ten yards still left on 2nd down. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 yards is all they get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, you gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Looking to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Let's go. What? 90. What? 90. Black round. Black round.
Play clock all the way to 0. Didn't get the snap off. 5-yard penalty.
And you see the head coach writing that note on his play sheet right now. He's going to be addressing that with his staff. A sense of urgency. Get to the line of scrimmage. Snap the ball.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded at about the 28. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They come out with one back and 3 times. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Jared Goff scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now the 49er offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Surveying the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it's becoming increasingly clear now that the Rams are going to win this football game. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
Well, partner, so much for the change of scenery. From St. Louis to Los Angeles, they gave up 3 field goal blocks last year as the St. Louis Rams.
Yep.
You think maybe in L.A. that might get corrected?
Another one here, though, in Los Angeles.
And just think about the people in St. Louis right now.
You think they're smiling?
I'd say it might be more than a smile at this moment.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Now they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll set up a throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Let's go! Ryan 38! Ryan 38!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about it.